how's it going? I've wanted to do a meal prep video for a long time. Some of you have requested it, so here we go. I'm meal prepping for just tomorrow, but Mikaela, our lovely camera woman, has made some extra stuff for the next few days. So we have a rice cooker and a slow cooker. Those are kind of your go-to tools, along with a scale, a digital scale. So we have a lot of rice and a lot of meat here for the next few days, and let's get started. So I wrote down what I need for tomorrow because it's on my phone, but obviously we're using that for recording. So I have a 4:30 a.m. meal, an 8:15 a.m. meal, and then a 1:30 p.m. post to workout meal. And there's a protein shake in there, I mean, not a protein, there's a workout shake in there that's not listed because obviously that's easy to do. So we're going to start cooking our eggs in our 4:30 a.m. meal. And by the time that's done, we should have our 8:15 and our 1:30 meals already done. So here we go. Let's go over here. And I want to show you how quick this is. So obviously we got everything out before because that's kind of pointless to show in the process. But I'm going to just turn on I got my bowl. I turn on this. So come check this out. So when I turn that on, it says 0. Right? But when I put that on, my measuring bowl, it goes to 20. I'm just going to hit 0 again, which is kind of a tare function, and it goes back to 0. So I want 185 grams of egg whites. So I just pour it in until it says 185. If I'm over or minus a few grams, it doesn't really matter. Just get it close. Ooh, 184. Can I do it? Ah, nope. And then turn this on, because you can't cook without heat. Just gonna wait for that to get hot for a little bit. I'll edit that out. And then the plan calls for 5 eggs, 5 medium eggs. You know, a lot of people are way too exact on things, and they don't need to be. So I got my egg whites all measured out, just waiting. Throwing in my whole eggs. And then my 185 grams of egg whites. That's done, throw that away. Still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So, okay, that's going, that's on. So come on over here. I'm gonna zero that out again. Oh, I just turned it off. So make sure this isn't touching anything on the outside because you want this to be accurate. So now we have 160 chicken. So I'm just gonna shove this back. Try to get as much water as you can off of it. But since if you're cooking chicken breast, like it's gonna cook a lot of the juices out of the actual chicken breast. So even though there's a lot of water in here, it's gonna be considered kind of a drier meat. Look at that, 65 grams, just like that. All the way to 160. $194. We just tear some pieces off. 162. Let's go a little bit lighter, see if we can get right on it. 161. Give it a second. 160. There we go. Alright. So 160 chicken, 10 milliliters of olive oil. Olive oil. Come on over. So we have our units right here. I'm going to hit the 0 function again. Leave your food on. Now it's back to 0. Go to milliliters and just pour on 10. Go slow. So with fats, you want to be a little more exact because there's 9 calories per gram. And just take your time. Look at that. We're already at 8. Doesn't take a whole lot. Boom. 9. We want 10, don't we? 10 milliliters, 9 calories per gram. You do the math, that's a significant amount of calories right there. 10, there we go. So we have our chicken, we have our fat, and now it's 80 grams of asparagus. I like these frozen asparagus spears from Trader Joe's. My wife gets them. Don't forget to zero out again, like I almost didn't do. And then just pour in 80 grams of asparagus. Okay, we're empty there. $76, $83, close enough. And now we need rice. So now we just need 75 grams of cooked rice. The nice thing about RP is that you can go from raw to cooked, and it makes it a lot easier to meal prep. So I zeroed out again, so now I'm at zero, and I'm at grams. I'm just gonna plug in 80 grams of rice, cooked rice. 73, 81, good. If it's over a gram, it's not like the end of the world, so. And that's one meal. We'll set that right there and do the next one. We're gonna turn these down a little bit. So I'm way under on grams there. Don't forget to zero out. That's the most important thing probably. Just zero out every time you put something on here. So we're at our post-workout meal, which is 205 chicken. We'll do rice first because it's right here. So 155 rice. $243, close enough. Just kidding. 155, oh 155. 197, keep going down. 172, 153. That's good. Zero out, and then we want 205 chicken. I think that's 215. We'll see. $222, so close. 198. Oh wait, we want 205, that's right. 205. Yeah, 205. Eggs are getting close. So I zeroed out again. Now I'm just going to do my asparagus, another 80 grams. $86, and then 5 milliliters of olive oil. 5, right on the money. And none too soon, because our eggs are about to burn. Not burn, but just a little more done. I like them over easy with the runny yolk. It doesn't really matter how you cook them, as long as you cook them. But that's really it. I'll try to flip these. Anyway, cook your eggs how you want to cook. So my 4:30 a.m. meal is 5 eggs, 185 egg whites, which is all this, 20 grams whole wheat bread, and 80 grams raw veggies. So for raw veggies, there's some green beans here, and I don't really care about taste like a lot of people do. I'm going to put some frozen green beans in here. My wife behind the camera is like, ugh. Oh my gosh, way too much. And no laughing. what's the timer at, honey?
10:10.
10 minutes, 10 seconds.
Correct.
Nice. So in less than 11 minutes, we're like really almost done. So we got 80 grams, 88 grams, 84, 77, whatever. And then we're almost done with our eggs here. I'm kind of botching this because I'm in front of a camera, but you get the idea. I'm just gonna pour these right on those beans over there. A little bit of salt. Himalayan pink salt, that's our favorite. Salt gets a bad rap, but if you're eating whole, natural, real foods and you're training consistently and drinking a lot of water, then salt is your friend. To be more accurate, salt your foods to taste. Alright, almost done.
What kind of oil did you spray into your eggs?
Olive oil cooking spray. We like the olive oil or coconut oil, but if it's a spray, then it's you're using hardly anything, but it's just enough to keep the eggs from sticking. There's almost no calories involved. Alright, those are done. I'm just pouring these on. I'm not really measuring because we measured them beforehand. Some Cholula. So there's like 5 calories per serving on hot sauce, or the Cholula, for instance. So this is considered like a free food. There. That's maybe 5 calories. So if you're going way off the meal plan on the weekends, then 5 calories on your hot sauce isn't gonna break your bank. So focus on the big picture more than the small picture, and then getting off on the rails on the weekend. So we made our 8:15, our 1:30, and then our breakfast, our 4:30 a.m. I like to. Let's see. I like to layer these up in order that I eat them, so I can just grab and go. Now we have breakfast. Let's see, post-workout and morning. Voila. What time are we at?
12:56.
All right. So that's how long meal prep took. Besides getting everything out, and Michaela just threw stuff in these 2 cookers. Those are kind of your go-to. That saves so much time. It's just a no-brainer. And now we have a bunch of rice and a bunch of chicken left for tomorrow that I can just throw together and do the same thing. The main thing to keep in mind, we're gonna need to make some room in the fridge. The main thing to keep in mind is to use sauces and vegetables in a lot of variety. You know, those are kind of your go-to for keeping things interesting. So that's all I got. Meal prep, and you'll have a good time.